The 1.6 update for Stardew Valley has been incredible so far. We have had so much new content, and I have had a blast exploring the update, diving into it and trying to discover everything that's new and making video for you guys. And today I want to talk about the brand new trinkets that have been added to give people a boost in combat. Trinkets are equipable clothing items. There are 7 in total, and each of them will give you unique benefits. Some of them even give you companion friends that will follow you on your adventure and also help you in combat. But you will only be able to get these once you master your combat in the Mastery Cave. Once that is unlocked, you will be able to start finding them, and there are a few ways in order to find these trinkets. The main one though is by just slaying monsters. You can also find them in the school cavern treasure rooms, in the little crates, and apparently they can be purchased by some of the vendors. So today I'm going to be trying to find every single one of them, showing you where you can find them, how easily they are to find, and going through each of the 7 trinkets with all of their benefits and showing them off. Once you've mastered the combat with the mastery system, if you go into your inventory, next to your equipment with your hat and your clothing, you'll have a new slot. You'll see a little star here. This is where you will equip your trinkets. Like I said, it's basically a clothing item. So let's start off with the first one, and this is the basilisk paw. Now it's worth mentioning as well, they all sell for 1,000 gold, and you can find multiple of them. So any duplicates that you find, you can sell for 1,000 gold. That is the same for every single one of these. But the basilisk paw will make you immune to debuffs. So I actually found this myself. I found multiple of them actually just by slaying the monsters. I think I found this one the most out of all of them, and also in my opinion I think it's my least favourite. It does help with some of the debuffs. So for example, if a slime hits you and you get the debuff which slows you down and kind of poisons you a little bit, that will no longer happen. But I actually use the slime charmer ring, and I don't really get hit with these buffs or debuffs, so I don't really notice any difference of wearing this. But I feel like this one is very easy to find. But let's move on to the next one, the fairy box. I also managed to find this one as well, and when you equip this will summon a level 2 fairy companion that heals you in combat situations. So you will see the fairy floating around you, and every now and then if your health is low, the fairy will heal you slowly and gradually. Now an awesome thing about these trinkets, you can actually reforge them in the new anvil, which will actually randomize their stats, and if you're lucky can make them so much better. You just need iridium bars. I'll go ahead and show you how to do that at the end of the video, and we'll try and get the best possible variations of each trinket. The fairy box is so much better than the basilisk in my opinion. This could be really handy in the school cavern when you're taking big hits from the serpents. It's also important to know that you can only wear one trinket at a time. If you have them all in your inventory, you can kind of just pick and choose what you want as the situation unfolds. If you need healing, just slap on the fairy box until you're fully healed, and then go on with another one. The next is the green frog egg. I knew that we'd be getting some kind of frogs in 1.6. When you add it into your equipment trinket slot, this will summon a hungry frog companion. Now these are amazing. They will actually swallow whole an enemy every now and then using its long tongue and just eats it, and the frog even gets a little bit chubby as well, like he's had loads to eat. It's adorable. It's actually very handy as well. The amount of times where I was just about to take a hit, or I was in a sticky situation and the frog has just swallowed whole a serpent, it's absolutely insane, and it's actually quite fast as well. It's also worth noting about the green frog egg, you can actually get different colours I believe. I did see a brown one, I'm not sure if there's more. But an awesome thing about this is if you do find more than one green frog companion, in the new furniture in the game, the jungle like aquarium thing, if you place a frog egg in there, it will hatch and you'll have pet frogs, which is absolutely incredible. I'd love to get all the different colours. I don't know if there's only just 2. I know there's definitely green and brown. I'll have no idea. I'll have to keep experimenting and trying that, but just look how adorable this is. The next one is the golden spur. I did briefly sneak peek this in another video that I did, but wearing this will make critical strikes give you a speed boost for 6 seconds. Unless you want to forge this in the anvil. I actually managed to get a 10-second one. I'm not sure if there's any better than that. But yeah, this is awesome. Every time you get a critical strike, you get a good speed boost just to get out of that situation and move around a little bit faster. Now this also works amazing if you've got a scout, which will make critical strike chance increase by 50%, so you'll notice that you'll start to get more of them and even more speed boosts. I did manage to find one of these, just one so far, but the next one, and I think is my favourite out of all of them so far, this one is called the ice rod. Now this will shoot an orb of ice every 4.4 seconds, which will freeze enemies in its path for 3.6 seconds. Now this is absolutely amazing. It's so handy, it can actually freeze multiple enemies in a row if they're all lined up. And it just gives you that extra 3-4 seconds to kill the enemy before they unfreeze. And it works amazing against the fast enemies like the serpents, or even the bats, the ones that are kind of fast and come at you from different angles. This is awesome. I can't wait to get this on the anvil and try and boost this up and make the eyes shoot faster, or maybe freeze them for longer. It'll be interesting to see what numbers we get from this. But I also managed to find quite a lot of these. I didn't have a problem finding the ice rod, but highly recommend this one. It's super fun and it's very handy. Next on the list is the magic hair gel. I didn't manage to find one of these, but I don't think it actually gives you any bonus other than making your hair shimmer with different colours of the prismatic shard. So for example, as you can see right now, the hair and facial hair will just change colours. I also have the prismatic pants on so it matches. You can't reforge this item, and like I said, I don't think it gives any combat bonus or any helpful thing to do with combat other than making your person look kind of cool. It's definitely one of the worst ones unless you want to look awesome like this, but I still not managed to find one myself, so I had to spawn this in just to show you guys. But the next one, which is I think my second favourite so far, is the magic quiver. We actually saw an image of this, a sneak peek. This will shoot a magic arrow at nearby enemies every 1.6 seconds, and it deals 21 to 26 damage. Like I said, if we reforge this, we'll randomise those numbers and we'll try our luck to get a really good one. But this is also another one of those trinkets that can just be quite handy, you know, as you're doing your thing, killing some enemies, mining away. This little magic quiver will shoot enemies from a distance, holds them back a little bit. It's not super powerful, but it does just give you that little bit of extra support down in the mines. I did manage to find one of these. I've not found any more since. I spent like a couple of hours in the game slaying monsters, trying my best to find all of these, and I only managed to find 5 out of 7 just during my session. So I'm yet to find the other 2. Hopefully we can do that. And the last one that I have not yet found, and I've had to spawn this in to show you, very similar to the green frog egg, this is the parrot egg. This will summon a level 4 parrot companion who grants you a very high chance to find gold coins when slaying monsters. So you can see the parrot just flying around you, which I think looks the best. It's so awesome to have a little parrot friend flying around you. I'm yet to try this because I didn't find it, so I'm going to go to the skull cavern, slay some enemies, and let's see how much money we can actually get. Because it just says find gold coins. I don't know how much that's going to be. If this finds you quite a lot, it might be a good way to get some money. So let's test it out right now for you guys. Okay, 250 gold for one enemy. Hold on a second. Okay, it's a chance, so it's not guaranteed. It's not every single enemy. That's interesting. 500 gold for that one. Okay, hold on. This is actually pretty insane. We just made 750 gold from 2 enemies. Wow. I wish it was every single enemy and not just a chance. I could see this being quite useful early on in the game when you actually need money. For me right now, I don't need the money, so it's not going to be one that I use very much of on this farm. But I can see a lot of people enjoying that one, and I hope I end up getting that in my brand new playthrough that I'm starting soon. So that is all 7 of the trinkets. Now what I'm going to do is forge them on the anvil and see which ones are actually forgeable and if we can get any amazing stats to make them even more powerful. So all you need to do is craft the anvil, which is the new crafting item that we get. You need to max out and master mining in order to do this. 50 iron bars to craft it. Come over here. And then you will need to use iridium bars to forge. So the basilisk paw cannot be reforged. That is just the standard making you immune to debuffs. You can't change that. Now the fairy box we should be able to. And there we go. So right now it was a level 2 fairy. And now it's level 1. Okay, so that's even worse. So let's try this again. And I want to see level 3, what it will go to. Does it go to level 10? Oh, I did get a level 4. It's the only one I've seen. Wow, okay. That might be the best so far. Now the green frog egg can also be reforged. And there we go. We actually got one of the brown frogs. So we can change colour. So there we go. It's almost like a browny green now. That looks awesome. So you just can change the colour by reforging it. I'm not sure if there's any more colours. But they're the only 2 I've seen so far. Can we reforge the parrot? Yes, we can. Is this going to change colour as well? Don't think it does, so it's just numbers. So this is a level 2 parrot. A medium chance to find gold. So let's keep restatting this. A level 3 with a high chance to find gold. Yes, please. Okay. The golden spur right now is 6-second boost for the speed. Every time we get a critical. I'm going to try. I got 10 last time. Hopefully I can do the same. And there we go. Got 10. Nice. Right, the ice rod right now is 4.4 seconds that it will shoot an orb. And it's 3.6 is how long it freezes them. So can we reforge this? Please. This is my favorite one. I'd love to be able to get a really good one here. So you want the top number to be short and the bottom number to be high. Oh my god, there we go. It's actually called the perfect ice rod. So if you get the perfect stat, the best you could get, it will actually be called perfect. So there's nothing better than that. So you've got to keep going until it says perfect. I'm going to try and get perfect on all of the trinkets. That'll be incredible. Oh my god, we got the perfect, guys. The second attempt, we got the perfect magic quiver. This will shoot arrows every 0.9 seconds, and this will deal up to 35 damage. Let's go. So I did manage to get a level 5, but it's still not classed as perfect, so I'm not sure, but that's still the best one I've ever found. So I will keep that there just in case. And also the golden spurt is the 10 seconds. I've not found one better than that either. But guys, that is it, just a little short one. That has been the 7 new trinkets to help out combat and make it much more powerful, especially if you forge them to change their stats randomly to try and get the best perfect ones. I'm going to put them in order from best to worst in my opinion. My personal favourite is the perfect ice rod. In second place is the frog. It's so good that it just devours enemies in its path. Amazing. Let me know if there's more colours than brown and green. I'd love to know as well. In third place, I think it's going to be... I'm going to go with the magic quiver. It's good to deal extra damage around you. Very, very handy in my opinion. In fourth place, it's going to be... the fairy box. This was close to third as well with the quiver, kind of very similar. Being able to heal, it all depends on your playstyle. If you want to go for more damage and attack or more defense, I guess you can put those in different order. In fifth place, I love how you see the little numbers here. I'm going to go with the golden spur. Now you're probably wondering why the parrot's not there. It's only because I don't need money personally, so it doesn't really entertain me. It's not something that, oh my god, I'm going to put on. I do like the parrot that follows you, so if I was going to have this, it would just be for cosmetic. That's why it's going in 6th place. But the golden spur, you know, I love speed in this game. Being able to move faster for me is so good. So if you get a critical hit, being able to have 10 seconds of speed, really, really handy. So I'll go with 6th place with the parrot for visual. The money issue, like I said, right now is not something I really need. Maybe this would be a lot higher up if it was early on and on a different farm. Now again, cosmetic, I don't really care for the shiny prismatic hair. I don't really need it, so I'll go with the basilisk paw. You know, being immune from debuffs can be quite handy. Again though, I've got slime charmer ring, so it's not really needed for me, but it's, you know, this is a preference. And then in last place, I'll go with the magic hair gel, just because it doesn't really give us any benefit to combat other than just a visual appearance to the hair. So that is my order, and this is just for the end game aspect of my playthrough right now. If I was to start a new game, these would probably change. I guess the magic hair gel isn't really a trinket, even though it's called. I did say at the start, right, there's 7 trinkets. These are the ones that will actually do stuff to combat, whereas the hair gel is just cosmetic. It still is a trinket though, so I guess there's 8 in total, not 7. So yeah, let me know down below, guys, your most favourite and the worst, your order, 1 to 8, best to worst. Let me know. I'd love to know which ones you guys are preferring and rocking. I've only had a short play with all of these, and like I said, the ice rod just felt so much more like overpowered in my opinion. And I didn't even have it perfect, it was shooting every nearly 5 seconds. Now it's going to shoot 3 seconds, so I can imagine it being even better. Maybe the others will grow on me later on, but thank you all for watching. Please smash the like button if you enjoyed it. I think the trinkets are a great addition to Stardew Valley. I mean, what is not to love about having a frog companion follow you around and just devour enemies in one single bite? Incredible.